What up, Space Fam? Goes in here from Anime Uproar, and I've gotten so many requests for more One Punch Man videos and for One Punch Man chapter reviews, so here I am reviewing the latest chapter of the One Punch Man manga. If you want to keep seeing One Punch Man manga reviews on this channel, the best thing you could do is smash that like button until it's blue and share this video with any cultured One Punch Man fans you know. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial. Hit that notification bell and make sure to select all, or you will miss future One Punch Man videos. You can check out my existing One Punch Man playlist, where you'll find videos about the S-Class heroes, A-Class heroes, and on all known Dragon and God level threats. I'll link that playlist in the description. Feel free to leave suggestions for One Punch Man videos you are dying to see in the comments. Now, without further ado, let's jump into this manga chapter, spoilers and all. So as we know, Tatsumaki, the number 2 ranked S-Class hero, was fighting Psychos, who had fused with Orochi. So right there, we're already looking at the combined powers of 2 dragon level threats. Last chapter we saw that Psychos could do planetary level damage when we got a view from space of part of the Earth actually getting sliced off. Tatsumaki was surprised about where she was getting so much power, and we are told that her energy level is unmeasurable. Psychos then tells us that she got chosen by a great force who granted her power greater than Tatsumaki's. According to her, it was a being like God. Now this being has to be a God level threat. It called itself the Master of Psychos and gave her what was called unmeasurable energy that could actually cause devastation on a planetary scale. We'll get more into whether this empowered Psychos should be considered a God level threat now, but I don't really see this being, who was even called God, not being God level. But anyways, Psychos went on to explain that she would use her power to absorb all living creatures with her roots, hoping to become the ultimate life form, the planet itself. In the process, all humans would be sucked into her and become one with her, along with the whole planet. Now I know that she hasn't officially been called God level, but Dragon level is defined as a threat endangering multiple cities, while a God level threat is defined as a threat endangering the survival of all humanity. I think it's clearly being suggested here that Psychos now has the power to endanger the survival of humanity, considering she could potentially absorb everyone. And even if you ignore the definitions, the entity who gave her this immense power must be a threat to all of humanity if it can pretty much create multiple powerful beings like Psychos, and that's not even getting into its own full power. So even if it's not confirmed, I think it's clear that we have encountered what could be considered a God level threat already. In this chapter, Tatsumaki has to deal with the insanely strong Psychos, who starts launching deadly energy beams everywhere. While trying to protect people and make sure the beams don't hit the ground, Tatsumaki spots King running with the boy hostage. As usual, Tatsumaki hilariously assumes that King is not fighting the monster because he's decided that Tatsumaki's powers would be more effective. She has no idea that this whole time he's been more scared and freaked out than the boy hostage she's trying to save. As a tsunami caused by Psychos threatens to destroy a city, Tatsumaki comes to the rescue. A beautifully illustrated high-level psychic battle takes place, and it's cool to see Tatsumaki being pushed hard. She's the strongest S-Class hero we've seen, while number 1 hero Blast remains a mystery. So seeing her not just wreck someone in a second is a pretty big deal. Tatsumaki sends large boulders after large boulders flying at Psychos, but they're easily dealt with. Tatsumaki is bleeding at this point, covered in dirt, while Psychos seems completely fine herself at this point, without so much as a scratch on her. As observing heroes look on at this battle, they can't help but remark that it looks like the end of the world, and I really can't wait to see this one animated. Psychos appears to sense Tatsumaki's power, which seems to give her X-ray vision that lets her see through rocks. But this was actually a clever trick by Tatsumaki. She focused enough power in one place so that Psychos thought she was there, but actually she snuck into Psychos' body without her realizing it. After calling her bubble boobs, our Tatsumaki uses a giant psychic tornado to rip her apart from the inside. Tatsumaki got through her powerful barrier by going through the tower directly below her. She disguised herself as the energy Psychos was absorbing through her flesh roots and thus entered her body, ready to deal devastating damage. It's interesting how Tatsumaki used Psychos' ability to sense energy against her. This long battle finally looks like it's over, and Tatsumaki starts extracting the heroes with all her effort rather than by using small amounts of psychic power undetectable to Psychos. She has it all mapped out. She'll get them out, including the hilariously naked Puri Puri prisoner, and then she'll crush the whole hideout. But then bam, Tatsumaki's hand gets stabbed, and we see that whatever Psychos has become is not done yet. Tatsumaki gets trapped and then electrocuted. If she looked beat up before, she looks absolutely fried right now. She's hurt so bad that her psychic power that was gently carrying people ceases to work. That means that Tatsumaki is seriously damaged, and I couldn't help but laugh when the stoic and calm Atomic Samurai's meditative stillness was interrupted by the very naked Puri prisoner falling on his face. Man, it just doesn't get funnier than that. That's the anime version of Bruno landing on Eminem's face, but much funnier. Psychos calls out Tatsumaki for lowering her guard. She proclaims she'll kill her and her little sister. She's got her trapped by her punctured hands and prepares to fire a point-blank attack. Things do not look good, but a shot is fired from below and it deflects Psychosis' own shot to her shock. It is our boy Demon Cyborg, aka Genos, who came to the rescue of Tatsumaki, who really did seem close to her end right there. Demon Cyborg looks cool AF, and I love how his path takes the form of a dragon. He launches another attack but is overpowered. Yet another S-Class hero getting bested in a way by this new Psychos. Tatsumaki, being her usual tsundere self, doesn't thank Genos for saving her, but gets mad, saying King left Psychos to her. However, Genos won't hear it. He says he'll take care of the beams while Tatsumaki potentially finishes saving all the endangered heroes, including her sister. Even Genos thinks that Saitama is their only hope here. Genos immediately decided to go with his last resort and use his full power, which will only last 10 seconds, and he wonders if it'll be enough. In the midst of this intense moment, we get cliffhangered and jump to others. Tatsumaki's sister, who can sense the power of Psychos, is visibly freaking out, saying there are unimaginable forces up there. Now this isn't weird for One Punch Man. An enemy is hyped up and then Saitama is disappointed by how easily he finishes them off, despite the hype. But still, I can't help but enjoy all this talk about unmeasurable and unimaginable power. Meanwhile, we jump to Saitama and these panels are completely juxtaposed to the epic life and death battle we were just experiencing. Saitama complains about being hungry as he works towards slowly unburying Flashy Flash, who doesn't look so flashy stuck between rocks. I gotta admit, I'm starting to grow fond of this monster who was originally trying to kill Saitama and Flashy Flash. The conversations and bonding they're going through is hilarious. The monster tightens a belt around his stomach, like really tight, and says that helps to lessen the feeling of hunger. At first, Saitama just thinks he looks weirder than ever and says he doesn't understand monsters, but he quickly changes his mind when his stomach keeps growling from hunger. He proceeds to tighten his belt and he admits that maybe it did help a little, while the monster tells him that he told him so. This is like a mundane, silly convo that you'd have with your friend, but it's happening between Saitama and the monster, and that makes the mundane comedic. That's pretty much what One Punch Man is about, emphasizing the mundane in a fantastical superhero world where you don't expect to find it. Saitama proceeds to say that this monster must have the ultimate intellect, which draws a parallel to Psychos, who claimed to have the ultimate intellect as she was kicking S-Class hero butt and trying to straight up end humanity. For her, it's the biggest deal. For Saitama, it's anyone who can help him feel a little bit less hungry. The monster wants to include Flashy Flash so that all three of them look ridiculous with super tight belts, but Flashy Flash is not amused and wants no part of it. He's a dude who, unlike Saitama, takes himself way too seriously and is very concerned with his hero image, which you'll see with many heroes in this world. While Flashy Flash thanks God that no one is around to see him in such an embarrassing situation, Saitama and the monster continue to work and talk about what Saitama is gonna eat later. They appear to settle on curry. And so this chapter that began so action-packed and intense ends with the slow, tedious work of lifting rocks and a conversation about curry. And although I want to know what happened with the fight, I welcome such contrasting moments. It's true that even when we're living our dreams, like Saitama is by being a hero for fun, we still spend a lot of our time thinking about practical everyday stuff, like what we're gonna eat later, and having to do tedious stuff here and there. The fact that One Punch Man can combine the shonen genre we love and find so entertaining with the less glamorous realities of everyday life makes it entertaining, relatable, bizarre, and absolutely hilarious all at the same time. Can't wait for more humor and more action on the next one. Let me know what you think is gonna happen next. Are Tatsumaki, who appeared to be in awful shape at some points, and Genos gonna be able to pull off the W without Saitama, or is Saitama gonna have to show up, and if he does, how easy is it gonna be for him to win? That is the question, and give me any theories you have about this god figure. He's as mysterious as Blast at this point, so many interesting loose ends that I can't wait to see tied up. If you did enjoy this One Punch Man review and want to keep them coming, the best thing you can do is smash that like button until it is blue. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell and select all or you will miss future One Punch Man videos. You can check out my existing One Punch Man playlist as you wait for the next review, where you'll find videos about the S-Class heroes, A-Class heroes, and on all known Dragon and God level threats. I'll link that playlist in the description. Feel free to leave suggestions for One Punch Man videos you are dying to see in the comments. A very special thank you goes to our patrons over on Patreon who help make videos like this one possible. First and foremost, I want to thank the patron of legend, the one acknowledged by Lord Twigo himself, Alpha Sigma. And are the 1-tier patrons, the ones who stand atop all clans, Steven Ingrata, Alola Natem, The World, Steelers, Acquire Respect, Pate Hefa, Jonathan King, Brandon Aviles, Papa Smurf, Emperor Otaku, Thomas Jones, Kin Mano, and Admirath. And our Pro Hero tier patrons, the one and only Gilgamesh, who's the current most donated overall champion of the world. Nothing But a Fan, Jason Wilson, King's Algist, Anatoly Kazatsky, Angel Cruz, Cricket XP, Joe Stanton, Barry Gucci, Alicia Actor, Jessica Calafon, Hinokami and Water, Bonnie Parks, Rithuan De Ora, Deadly Saint, and Stern Hawkins. Thank you all so much. If you enjoy our work, you can support more of it by going over to patreon.com/animeuproar and becoming a patron today for as little as $1. If you do so, you'll get your name featured in future videos alongside these epic people right here, and you'll even get access to our private patron-only Discord where we talk about anime life and of course dank memes. So check out patreon.com/animeuproar, link in the description if you're interested. You can also join the YouTube channel by clicking that blue join button next to the subscribe button that you've hopefully already destroyed. So yeah, you can support more content that way if you prefer. Whichever way you choose to support us, you can get the same great benefits. Thanks again, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys!